I am about to say something incredibly unpopular, but I beg of you, hear me out. I am beginning to feel sorry for Donald Trump. Listen, I don't like him. I have not forgiven him for a lifetime of terrible things. But hear me out. Let's just take a look at the past couple weeks, okay? Remember when he disappeared from public view for a few days and everyone was wondering? And during that time, we saw his administration use deepfake AI to make the travel ban announcement, to possibly even be on a call with Putin. And I will die on the hill saying, whoever that was at his summer soiree was not him. That was a stand-in. That man could read, and that man did not wobble when he stood. He didn't lean. Nevertheless, he was gone for a few days. And next, when we saw him that really did seem like him, sound like him, he's got a catheter. He's got leg braces. He is deeply unwell, physically and mentally. He is not here. We saw him last week, just a few days after the situation in LA blew up. We saw him in a press conference, confusingly talking about the immigration situation, as though he himself had no idea that they were not only arresting criminals. Did he not seem genuinely baffled? Then we heard him a few days later talk about the No Kings protests, and again, genuinely baffled. What are these? I don't know. I don't understand. We know he's senile. We know he's sundowning. And now we also know, we've suspected, but now we also know his administration, his cabinet, his inner circle, no one tells him anything. They keep so many things from him, and they blatantly lie. Oh, it's going so great. Where did this? He had no fucking clue what was going on in LA. He thought, oh, it's riots and we're subduing and we're the good guys. He had no clue what No King's Day was. No clue that the nation and the world is protesting him. He has no fucking clue. So then he shows up at his little military parade. He could not ignore how sad and sparsely attended it was. He looked so defeated, so sad. And yet, that's karma, bitch. But I'm putting that aside to make a point here. No, I am not saying that it's okay. He's old and confused. He gets a pass. No. What I'm saying is, there is nothing in this man that is left to fear. All I have for him right now is pity. He is a sad, senile, impotent old man. He's not scary. He's not terrifying. He has no power. All he ever had was big words and a big personality. And we are seeing in real time his fans, his followers, his base abandon him for higher ideals. They see who he really is right now. And he's deflating before our eyes. Now, I know what the next wave of y'all are going to say. We were never afraid of him. Vance is worse. Peter Thiel, Stephen Miller, Project 2025. Look, I know. I've been in this fight for well over a year. I know. But here's the thing. Without Trump, these men have nothing. That's the only reason they hitched their wagon to him in the first place. He had cult of personality. He had millions of people who would blindly and violently follow him, no matter what he said, no matter what he did. And we are seeing that he doesn't even have that anymore. Oh, sure, a handful of very loud racists, of course. Not everyone's awake. Not everyone's going to wake up. This man has a 38% approval rating. And among those who approve of him are people like I know in my very red home state of Utah, who they're still under the misapprehension that the Republican Party is the Christian party. They're just asleep. They don't get it. But they're not rabid, flag-flying Trump fans. They're just sleepy Republicans. But what these people's representatives know, that they might not be aware of, is that after all these town halls, after the wild protests that we saw yesterday, estimates of 12 million and more people showing up across the country, these representatives are starting to understand that the people are not on their side, and they are starting to fear the consequences of the next election. Without Trump, all the big scary bad guys have nothing. They have no power. They know now they are not in the rabid majority. And without a figurehead, without their cult leader, they don't have enough power to push their agenda to make it all happen. We're seeing lawmakers push back. We are seeing the judicial system fight back, fight harder, shutting it down. Yes, it's messy and chaotic along the way. Yes, the red team has had some wins. You got to put that aside and see the bigger picture. We are in the unraveling. We have been in the unraveling this whole year. They are not winning. And with what happened yesterday, those No Kings protests, we are seeing just how willing the people are to stand up and fight and push back and make their voices known. And you bet your ass that everyone in DC knows it too, except Donald Trump. So, if there's anyone still out there who is in fear, who is in terror of him, don't be. Don't be. This is the death rattle of the old system. I have been saying it for months. And here it is, undeniable before our very eyes. We are on the right side of history. We are winning. They are losing. No more fear, just pity. And just excitement and hope for the momentum of the movement that we are riding. We are the change. We are the storm. We have won. We are winning. We will continue to win. So no more fear.